Right now, this very second, while you're watching this, your brain has already made a decision about me, about my voice, about my face in the thumbnail, about whether you trust what I'm about to tell you. You didn't even notice it happen, but it did. And that same invisible process is the reason dozens of young women walked willingly to their deaths with Ted Bundy. This is not ancient history. This is happening to you today, every single day. And one man turned this hidden flaw in the human brain into the perfect killing machine. Ted Bundy didn't need darkness. He didn't need a mask. He didn't even need a weapon in those first critical minutes. All he needed was one smile, and that smile was enough. We like to think we're rational creatures. We like to believe we can spot evil. We watch documentaries and we say, I would have known. I would have run. But that's the comforting lie we tell ourselves so we can sleep at night. The truth is far more disturbing. Ted Bundy destroyed that illusion completely. He was the golden boy. The halo effect was first noticed in 1920 by psychologist Edward Thorndike. But it wasn't until modern researchers at Harvard, Stanford, Princeton, and the University of Michigan ran controlled experiments that we understood how dangerous this really is. In one Harvard study, participants were shown photographs of strangers and asked to rate them on kindness, intelligence, honesty, and trustworthiness. The results were consistent and terrifying. The more attractive the person, the higher they scored on every positive trait. July 14, 1974, Lake Sammamish State Park, Washington. It was a perfect summer day. Ted Bundy, arm in a sling, approached 23-year-old Janice Ott. He gave her that warm, slightly embarrassed smile. She told her friends she'd be right back. She walked to the parking lot with him. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. Just hours later, the same man used the exact same smile on 19-year-old Denise Naslund. She never came back, and this wasn't an isolated incident. Bundy repeated the pattern across Washington, Oregon, Utah, Colorado, and Florida. Over 30 confirmed victims, possibly many more. Ted Bundy was born Theodore Robert Cowell in 1946. He had a long-term girlfriend who ignored red flags for years because he was so charming and good-looking. Attractive defendants were convicted 30% less often. And when they were convicted, their sentences were significantly lighter. A 2018 study from Stanford looked at hiring decisions. Attractive candidates received 20% more callbacks for the exact same resume. A 2023 study on dating apps showed that users with highly attractive profile photos received 3 times more matches. And a 2025 experiment on social media influencers found that followers trusted bad financial advice 47% more when the influencer was conventionally attractive. This is not opinion. This is hard science. And Ted Bundy turned this science into a weapon. The halo effect is no longer limited to physical appearance. It extends to confidence, status, wealth signals, sad stories, and perfectly curated social media profiles. On dating apps in 2026, users with highly filtered attractive photos still receive dramatically more matches. In politics, attractive candidates consistently poll higher. In business, attractive CEOs are paid more. Ted Bundy would have been unstoppable in the age of Instagram and TikTok. So here's the warning you need to hear loud and clear. The next Ted Bundy probably won't be a serial killer. He or she might be the person sliding into your DMs with the perfect photo and the perfect sad story. They might be the colleague who always says the right thing. Your brain will want to believe the halo, but there is a way to fight it. Here are 5 concrete techniques that actually work. First, pause for 10 seconds whenever you feel that instant positive rush. Ask yourself, What actual evidence do I have beyond how they look or sound? Second, deliberately imagine the same person with average looks. Would you still trust them this quickly? If the answer is no, you're experiencing the halo. Third, look for specific behaviors over time, not first impressions. Fourth, get second opinions from people who haven't met the person. Fifth, train yourself to notice when you're filling in blanks. These 5 steps won't eliminate the bias. Nothing will, but they will give you back control. In the end, Ted Bundy didn't just kill with his smile. He exposed the fatal flaw in all of us. We want to believe the world is good. We want attractive people to be safe. The smile that killed wasn't only his weapon. It was our own brain betraying us. So the next time someone smiles at you, really smiles, take 1 extra second. Look closer. Ask the hard question. Because the most dangerous monsters don't growl or threaten. They grin. They ask for small favors. They make you feel special. If this video just changed the way you see every smile, every profile picture, and every first impression from now on, then I've done my job. Hit that like button right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment and tell me, have you ever fallen for a halo in your own life? Stay sharp out there. Question the halo. And remember, not every smile is dangerous. But every truly dangerous person knows exactly how to smile.